As a working pro makeup artist, one of the number one questions I get asked is how I keep my skin hydrated, glowing, and ready for makeup. No lasers, no needles. At least not yet. So in today's video, we are counting down the top 5 skincare devices to invest in before 2026, especially with those Black Friday deals dropping right now. I know it's my favorite time of the year to shop. I'm sure it's yours as well because the Black Friday deals, let's be honest, are the best of the year. Now, these are tools that I have tested, used consistently on myself and my brides and my clients, and I honestly swear by the results. These devices aren't trends. Trust me, I thought half of them were before I even tried them, but I've been using them for the last couple of months and they're legit. And a quick disclaimer, I am not sponsored by any of these brands. I'm not sponsored by any of these brands. I have tried each and every one of these tools for the last couple of months, and I wanted to give you my honest opinion on what my favorites were, especially because most of them are a bit of an investment. Another quick disclaimer, I am not a dermatologist, nor am I an esthetician. I'm a makeup artist that loves skincare, and I'm sharing what worked for me. Always do your own research, read the disclaimers, and trust your gut. The first device I'm going to talk about today is one that I thought was a fad. I thought it was a trend, and I thought LED light therapy was a bit of a hoax until I tried it. It is the Shark CryoGlow LED mask. Now, the thing I love about this mask, it's not just red light therapy, which is what a majority of these types of masks are. If you look at a lot of other brands, especially brands that are more expensive than this mask is, I highly, highly recommend this one. Shark is one of the best brands for home devices, in my opinion. I love their hair tools, I love their skincare tools, and I actually have a Shark vacuum that I use to vacuum up my pet hair because I have a dog, and it's amazing. I've had it for 3 years, and I run the thing every single day, and I have never had a problem with it. But another thing that I love about this is not only is it red light therapy, which is good for inflammation, anti-aging, collagen boosting, but this also has blue light in it as well, which is great for treating acne and also treating the bacteria that causes acne. And then thirdly, it has purple light, which is a combination of the two. So you can treat your acne and treat your anti-aging issues at the same time. Now, if you look on the inside, you'll see this is where all the little lights come on, but these two pads right here, these are cooling under eye pads. So they go right under your eyes right here. So while you're sitting and getting your treatments, there's this lovely cooling depuffing going on for your under eye, which I just think is such a nice add-on, especially if you're going to invest in a tool like this, make it a multi-use tool. So it's an even more multi-use tool. They also include another set of these eye pads in case these don't fit your face. You have another option, which is great. There are 4 different treatments for this mask. One of them is a cryo treatment for the under eye. One of them addresses wrinkles. One of them addresses glow and radiance. And then the other one treats acne. All of the treatments are 8 minutes or under, which is great if you don't have any patience like me and you don't want to be sitting somewhere for 30 minutes waiting for something to work, especially if you have to do it multiple times a week. Is this mask an investment? Absolutely. But in regards to all the other masks out there, I think this is one of the best that you can buy because of all of the different options that you have. And my favorite feature, which is the cooling. I just love that. I think it's a really nice add-on. The second device I'm going to talk about, I've talked about before on this channel. I will link the video above where I go in depth and I show you exactly what I do step by step on my face with this device. It is the ZIIP Halo. It is both microcurrent and nanocurrent, which I think makes it a little more special because a lot of the devices that you see out there are just microcurrent. It retails for $3.99. You can use my code Jeannie20. I don't get any kickback from the code. It's something that the brand offered to do, and I said absolutely, especially if it incentivizes people to want to try it because this is one of the best investments I have ever made. It also comes with an app, which is super easy to follow. These are the targeted treatments right here. I think the longest one is 12 minutes and the shortest one is 90 seconds. I think it's a quick under eye or maybe a quick lip or maybe even for like a pimple. If you have a pimple, you can do a spot treatment on it and it will help the pimple go away quicker. I can attest to this. I don't get pimples very often, but when I do, I freak out because I never get them and I use my ZIIP on them and it clears up within a day or two. It's amazing. They also have some treatment plans which are anywhere from like 1 week to 2 weeks to 30 days. This is best skin of your life in 30 days. I also love your non-surgical facelift, and as long as you're diligent, you will see results. I used this before my wedding day last year. They don't have the treatment anymore, but I think it was 3 weeks to your wedding or 2 weeks to your wedding, and I was diligent about it. If you have an event coming up, if you have something that you want to get ready for, but you're not doing needles, you're not doing fillers, the ZIIP Halo is one of the best investments that you can make. It also comes with a conducting gel. There are 3 different types of gels. There is golden, silver, and crystal. The golden one is the one that's the most kind of anti-aging. I think the silver one is the most lifting or brightening. In the video that I linked, I go into more depth about about that, but I use the golden gel. I really love it. And you just put it all over your face, all over your neck, and then you follow along on the app. So I'm just gonna start. You gotta sink it first. So I'm just gonna sink it. Hear that beep? Okay. And then Melanie tells you to put the gel on your face, and then that's her just doing the treatment, and you do the treatment in tandem with her. It's so easy. And there are some treatments that you can do. You can literally just sit on the couch and you can just go up and out, and you don't have to follow a program. So if you're watching TV or you just don't feel like following an app and standing in your bathroom, which sometimes I don't, I'll just use it and then I'll just follow the beeps and the prompts on the machine and I'm done. It's super easy. For our third device, I'm going to go in a little bit of a different direction because this device is a little bit more of a skincare device. It is the Foreo UFO3. Now this uses warm therapy, it uses cold therapy, it uses red LED therapy, pulsations, and a hyperinfusion technology that they have coined that basically means that it floods the skin with whatever you put on it. I love using this for skin prep on clients, on brides. I love using it on myself, especially at night. And what you do is you pair these with the masks that you can get. And there's a variety of different masks. This is the Call It a Night mask. It's ginseng and olive oil, but I also have the Bulgarian rose, which is super hydrating, and then the Manuka honey, which they say is revitalizing. This is also super hydrating because honey in itself is very hydrating. It's also naturally antibacterial, so there's that. But the best thing about this is you can buy whatever mask you want or you want for your clients if you're a working pro like I am, and you can cater it to specific needs like hydration or anti-aging. Another thing that's great about this is that it's small, it's very travel friendly, it's also kit friendly, so it's not super heavy. I would say the idea behind this is because you're using sheet masks on it. I'm going to show you right here. I'm going to take the rose mask and just show you what you do. And then you take the ring off right here and then you place it on top like that. It's a little goopy, but I would recommend to have a towel around, and then you just plug it, and then you can use whatever setting you want and you can just start using it on the face. This is such a cool little device because I feel like it kind of amps up the idea of sheet masks and it makes them a little bit more effective by using warm therapy, cold therapy, the red LED therapy. So you're not using a mask and then putting a mask on top of it and then using the lights and all that. You just have it in your little device right here. It's handheld. It's super easy. Since I've been talking mostly about luxury tools that are at a little bit higher of a price point, I wanted to bring something into the fold that's a little bit more approachable if you've never tried any of these tools before, but you really want to see if they work for you. This is the INIA Flare microcurrent tool. It's another microcurrent device, but the website says it's a non-surgical microcurrent device that lifts, firms, and rejuvenates the face. It's designed to deliver spa-grade anti-aging treatments at home. The lift mode does pretty much what it says. It sculpts and contours the face. The tighten mode helps with sagging skin if you're having issues with jowls or anything like that. That's what that mode is meant to target. And then the infuse mode is just meant to kind of enhance the absorption of your favorite moisturizer or your facial oil or any serums and treatments that you want to use. It helps to boost collagen and elastin production, and it gives the skin pretty much an instant glow after you use it. I will say that the only caveat I have with it is even on the lowest setting, it's a little spicy. I wouldn't recommend using it too long underneath the eye because the skin there is very, very thin. But when I was using it on the lower parts of my face, and as long as I went quickly under my eye, I didn't have any problem. And I did see pretty much instantaneous results after I was done. My skin was flushed and glowing, and I definitely had a more lifted appearance. This is the hydrating conductive gel that you use in tandem with the device. You do have to buy this separately. I think it's like $16. I have a little bit of a love-hate relationship with this as well because it just tends to dry really quickly. It's not that it's bad. It's very hydrating. It has a nice slip to it, but it absorbs into the skin very quickly. So you have to keep reapplying it if you're doing one of the treatments that is on the tool. Besides it being a teeny bit spicy, I think this is a really great option if you're new to microcurrent, if you're new to at-home devices, or if you just want to try something new. The final tool that I want to talk about is also from Shark. So we're just rounding out this list, starting with Shark, ending with Shark. But I'm going to be honest when I say that this tool is my absolute favorite on this list. I don't know if it's because I'm a skincare junkie and skin is just my thing, and this tool does like 4 jobs and it replaces like 3 tools in my arsenal, and every single time I've used it on a client or on a bride, they have absolutely loved it. It's the Shark Facial Pro Glow and Depuffy 5-step facial system. It's basically like a 2-in-1 facial system. So I'm going to put this down, but I'm going to show you what I'm doing. I have the bottom component right right here, and then the first I'm gonna put on is right here. So here are the little suction cups that you're gonna put on the end. You're gonna see me doing it in the video. And what you do is on clean skin, you put the detox on, which is like a BHA kind of exfoliating serum. And what that does is it helps to loosen any dead skin or any impurities on the surface of the skin. So when you're going across your skin with a little suction like this, it's gonna extract for you. It's basically a safe way to do extractions at home. So you'll do this all over your skin, and then you take the infuse and you put it into the reservoir and you run that over your skin. And what that does is it floods the skin with hydration after you do the extractions. So you're essentially extracting the impurities from your skin, and what it does is it just leaves your skin glowing and gorgeous. And I will say that the next day you'll wake up and you'll see the results of this. It's essentially a hydrofacial at home. I will say there is a little bit of a learning curve with it, but if you take your time and you really get the hang of it, it's just as good. But now I want to talk about why I really, really love this device. I have the bottom part right here, and I have this other attachment. I'm just going to place them together, and then what you do is you turn it on right here. And I don't know if you can see it, but this is glowing blue. So what this is, it's cryotherapy. So put your favorite moisturizer, your favorite facial oil, and just start massaging. And this will depuff you like a dream. It's so soothing. It's so satisfying. I'm a big fan of ice rolling. I have an ice roller in my freezer, but since I got this, I have been using just this because, so once you do your cold therapy, switch it to this. This is hot therapy. So this is gonna get warm, and this all over your skin, and especially down the neck. You know, we hold all that tension in our neck. This to me is what makes this device worth it. Using this after the cold therapy makes this perfect combination of depuffing and snatching the skin and then bringing the radiance and the glow back to it. And if you're a working pro, having this in your kit, it's super portable, it's not that heavy, and using this on your clients, I love using it on my brides. On a stressful wedding morning, if she's feeling some type of way, she's nervous, if you do this, use the cold and then the warm, she's gonna be so relaxed and ready for glam. This might be my favorite tool that I've ever used. I've been using it in tandem on myself and then sanitizing it and using it on clients, but I need one just for my kit so I can keep this one for myself. That's how much I love it. And those are my top 5 skincare devices to invest in before 2026. Make sure you take advantage of the Black Friday deals because like I said, they are the best deals of the year. If you've been thinking about getting one of these, I highly, highly recommend that you do it because I got my first ZIIP on Black Friday, and that would have been probably the only way at the time that I was able to purchase that device because I got such a great deal on it. If you have tried any of these, or if you have any tools that you swear by, please let me know in the comments below. I'm always on the hunt for new tools, new devices. I just love anything skincare, especially things that I can use on my luxury brides, even though I'll be honest, I think the Shark Facial Pro is going to be really hard to beat. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more pro makeup content and a little bit of skincare advice from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week with a brand new video.